Hi everybody, this is Mitzi with Love Autism. Sorry I haven't gotten back to you sooner. I want to follow up with the remainder of Wyatt and I's story. It continues to be exciting, and we're getting ready for the new school year, so I'll have more to share after that. But anyway, since most of you have watched the first video about Wyatt's success, my and Wyatt's story, you know that it ended, I think one of the last things I talked about was how using the essential oils in the diffuser helped Wyatt to attend and sit down and do well in speech therapy. So that continued throughout the year. Speech therapy continued to be a good place for him. He was happy, he cooperated, things were going really smoothly within our sessions. Of course, our sessions were only 20 minutes long, and he still had to continue with the rest of his day. Again, his day was shortened initially, and it was like 2 hours. So the remainder of the time, he still struggled. He was still a bit unhappy. You know, we were concerned about it. His mom was definitely concerned about it. She was really upset when we'd walk him to her, and he had his little red eyes from crying, and I mean, what mother wouldn't be upset with that? So we decided to have a meeting, a team meeting with Mom, to discuss what we thought we could do to make Wyatt happier, to make him have a more successful day at school. I'll never forget Mom's words. She told us, I'm not unrealistic. I understand my child's disability, but my main goal for him is for him to be happy. And I absolutely did not think that was too much to ask. She deserved it. Wyatt deserved it. So anyways, what we decided to do as a team was extend his day. I think we extended it by about an hour and a half. And we decided to end his day with a preferred activity. What we did was let him end his day on the playground. Free play, guided by the teacher, so that he would end his day doing something he preferred, hopefully making him want to be at school, making school more fun for him. So that was our main goal. It worked out pretty well. He did pretty well with that. We still had some challenges here and there, but for the most part it went okay. For the remainder of that year, that was his pre-K year. The following year, which was 2016-2017, when he entered kindergarten, he was much happier. He was just a much happier kid all the way around. He had a few changes that came along over the summer. He had gotten over, I believe in July, a service dog named Blaze. Blaze is phenomenal. Everyone loves Blaze. So Blaze and Rachel, who's the dog handler, but who also had experience of working with Wyatt in a private setting, so knew a whole lot about Wyatt, started coming to school probably about a month into school. It was a terrific change. It was a great addition to our team, both Blaze and Rachel. Blaze made things much easier for Wyatt. He helped Wyatt to sit, to attend to task. He helped to calm Wyatt. Also at the same time, right about the same time Wyatt began using an iPad to communicate, we used the Prolo Quo to Go app. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with it. It's a really good app. I really like it. I use it with several of my students. It can start off as a beginner level, and it can go on to become really complex. Of course, we started Wyatt off at the beginner level. He still needs help navigating from page to page. However, when we get to the page that the picture's there that he wants to request something, he's pretty good at requesting what he wants with a little bit of prompting. He's kind of funny too, because he knows where that all done icon is, and when he wants to get out of doing a task, he'll press all done. Of course, we don't give in to him, but that's what he does. It's really kind of cute that he realizes that cause-effect thing, you know. So anyways, also at this time is when I decided that we needed, not only myself and actually his mom really decided that as a speech therapist, I should start working more on social skills with him. So I began bringing him in the motor room with typical peers, 1 or 2 at a time. We didn't want to overwhelm him. Excuse me. I also went into his regular ed kindergarten classroom during low demand times, like snack time, free play time, things like that. We other than that, he was in the resource class, if just to meet his needs better that way, his academic skills, things like that. So one friend in particular, let's call her Sarah, was just incredible with Wyatt. She became a great friend. I would show her one time what I wanted her to do with him, and she picked up on it and she just took off. She was just a great friend, a great peer model, everything. She was terrific. One day I know our little Sarah is going to be servicing kids in some form. I have no doubt. Anyways, I'll never forget one day Sarah gave me her birthday invitation for Wyatt, and it was his first birthday invitation from a school friend. So we were ecstatic. We sent a picture of it to Mom. Mom was crying. I was crying. Rachel was crying. We were thrilled. So Wyatt did go to the party, by the way. And when Wyatt walked into the party, I was told that Sarah went up to him and told his mom, Wyatt wants to be released from Blaze. And sure enough, Mom released him or unhooked. I think we called it unhooked. Mom let him go, and Sarah took over, and they played and had a great time at the party. So that was really sweet. Another big thing that Blaze helped with was for Wyatt to become more social, to make have friendships. And the way this happened was the kids would go up to Wyatt and they'd want to pet the dog. They'd want to pet Blaze. And we trained the kids and we taught Wyatt that when they went up to him and they had to ask Wyatt if they could pet the dog, because that's Wyatt's dog. He was working for Wyatt at the time. So they would ask, and we either through the iPad or through head gestures, nodding yes, that's how he would let them know it was okay to pet Blaze. So, I mean, the kids just fell in love with Wyatt, and not even just because of Blaze. They would beg to have snack with him. They would beg to play with him. They'd beg to come to the motor room with us. It was just really sweet. They just really wanted to play with Wyatt and spend time with him. So it started. It was amazing. It was just amazing to watch him becoming more and more a part of our world, becoming more aware of our world, wanting to be in our world. Of course, we know it's always about Wyatt's world, but he was joining our world, and that was great. So, anyways, what started happening was that I'll never forget one time I was in the motor room. It was just Wyatt and I. For some reason, we hadn't brought a peer in that day, and this was towards the end of the year. We were playing a little basketball game, turn taking, and y'all, he attended for 20 minutes while turn taking, while using the iPad to request turns. It was great. He was laughing, he was giggling. It was a fun time, and 20 minutes doesn't sound like much, but for Wyatt it was like really huge. So anyways, a couple of other things that happened probably within the last month of school. He wanted to see and observe what friends were doing. One time we were in class during free play, and one of the friends made this long string of links, and Wyatt was infatuated with it. So he went up to the little boy. He followed the links all around the room, and Wyatt likes to wander, and he likes to go all around the room and all around the school and walk. But it wasn't just about that. He was following the little boy. He knew someone was playing with links, and he thought it was great. Whatever they had done, he thought it was great. Another day, we were in the resource class, and one of the friends was playing on the iPad. He sat down near the little guy, looked over, looked at the iPad, wanted to see what he was playing. Didn't want to take the iPad. Didn't even try to take the iPad. He was strictly just paying attention and observing what our other little friend was doing. And this was great because just a few months prior to that, Wyatt didn't even have a clue that this little friend was in the room. He didn't know. It was just Wyatt's world. Now he was becoming more and more a part of our world, and it was just so fun to watch. So the best thing happened the last week of school. I walked into the resource class, and Wyatt came up to me, grabbed my hand, and I thought, oh wow, Wyatt wants to go for a walk, because I think I mentioned earlier Wyatt loves to walk. If Wyatt could walk and drum all day long, he'd be the happiest kid ever. So anyways, I'm thinking, okay, he's going to take me to the door and we're going for a walk. But guess what? That's not what he did. Walked me over to the rug, and he looked at me and he said, play. Approximated, more like pay, but I knew what he meant. So I was like, wow. Looked at the other teachers. I'm like, did y'all see that? Did y'all see what he just did? I sat down on the rug with him and I started tickling him, and he was laughing. He was so excited. When I'd stop tickling him, he would say tickle. So that went on for a little bit. That was so much fun. It was really great. I mean, he initiated. He came up to me, grabbed my hand, initiated for me to play with him, brought me to the rug. It sounds like something so simple, but for these kids, for Wyatt, it is huge to get to this point. So needless to say, we were thrilled. I haven't seen Wyatt this summer, but I know he's had a fun summer. I can't wait to see him at the beginning of this school year. It's going to be 2017-2018. He's going to be starting first grade, and our story will continue, and our successes will continue. And I will continue to inform you guys about how great Wyatt's doing. I am so excited to still be a part of Wyatt's world this year. I'm honored to be a part of his world, and that he allows me to be a part of his world. And anyways, so that about sums up me and Wyatt's story, at least for now, but definitely will be continued, and I will let you know how things are going. So anyways, I'm going to be going now, and I will talk to you soon, and hopefully my book will be coming out soon. I know we had said it'd be a couple of weeks ago, but things got, I really wanted to make sure I had all the good information in there, so I promise I'm almost done with that. And anyway guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.